Okay, welcome to another episode of Moving Forward Talk with Diana. I am your host, Dr. Diana Clark. This evening we have with us one of our high school graduate, Rihanna Reynolds. We also have one of our college graduate, Tavares Clark. And with me here, we have Andrea Fennell and Alet Singh. We serve together in our church, Victory Tabernacle Apostolic International Scholarship Foundation Committee.
Yes, ma'am.
A few weeks ago, we had Mrs. Alet Singh give her background as well as her academic achievement. And this evening, we will allow Mrs. Andrea Fennell to give us a bit of her background and speak upon her academic achievements from her AA, her bachelor, and her master's degree. Mrs. Fennell.
Okay, so I have an associate in science. Then I went on to get my bachelor's in interdisciplinary study and my master's in, my major is psychology, and my minor is public health. I now work for Peace River Center Domestic Violence Shelter. I am now the community liaison for all of the 2 shelters for Lakeland and Sebring. And I serve on the committee with our president, Alet Singh, Dr. Diana Clark, in our absence, Carol Pratt. That's it for me.
Okay, thank you so very much. We lost one of our graduates who was online here, Ebony Hibbs. For our 2 graduates, Rihanna, give us a short history of yourself.
Short history of myself. Well, my name is Rihanna Reynolds. I actually go to Victory Tabernacle. I'm a member of Victory Tabernacle. I'm a recent graduate from Avon Park High School, and I'm a recent graduate of South Florida State also. And I will be going to school to be a radiologist right now.
Awesome. Tavares.
Hello, I'm Tavares Clark. I attend Victory Tabernacle, and I've recently graduated with my AA degree. And I will be returning to Indian River State College for a bachelor's.
Rihanna, share with us a bit of your high school experience, some of the struggles that you encountered trying to successfully complete your high school education.
I would say a number one struggle is sometimes motivating yourself. Sometimes you need to have people around you to motivate you, have the right circle around you to finish, because sometimes I know it wasn't easy for me, and there was a time that I thought I wasn't going to be able to finish due to just life issues sometimes, but I believe when you have the right circle around you and the right people that motivate you, I believe that you can do anything and they push you forward.
And what were some of the resources that you used to move beyond those struggles?
Some of the resources would have to be, I don't really know right now, but I just know it took a lot of people's motivation for me to get where I am today.
Tavares, what were some of your struggles during your first 2 years of college?
Medical reasons, my sickness, having to drive back and forth, demotivation. I still had a passion, but I was demotivated, a burnout. Making sure they get the work in on time, and financial.
How would you
No,
say you, how would you say you move beyond those struggles?
by just going and moving forward. I had the help and I relied on others and I continued on my schoolwork and just went with the struggles and continued forward.
And this question, when I ask, this question is for both of you. Who were your number one supporters? Who supported you the most?
Sister, excuse me, Sister Beth,
Ma'am,
somebody's waiting for me to come to accept them in.
I did. I already let her in.
Well, for me, that's hard to answer. 'Cause I don't know who's my number one supporter.
I was, boy, I was.
Rihanna, who was your supporter? Who continued to encourage you and who continued to be there? Who continued to push you? Regardless of the situation, there was someone or some individuals who were there.
My number one supporter would have to be my godmother. Due to she was in the educational system and stuff like that, she was my number one supporter when it came to school.
Who's your godmother?
Her name is Joni Harrell.
Thank God for her.
We need supporters like Miss Hill. Thank you so very much, Miss Hill. Why college? I know, Rihanna, you are getting ready to start college. And when I ask why college, I'm not saying that is not the best option. I'm just asking why college?
To go back to school, I just want to better myself. I want a name for myself and to have a legacy. It may not be something huge or big, but I did do something and I left my mark and I did my best at it. So that's why I continue to go to school, and I think college is the best choice because I just want to better myself, educate myself more, and have a job, not just have a job, but just have a career, basically.
Great. Thank you, Ebony. You're back with us, and share with us, Ebony, a little bit of your background.
I just graduated high school this month.
Hi, Ebony, you're looking beautiful there.
Thank you. I will be attending Florida Gulf Coast University in Fort Myers. I plan on majoring in nursing and minoring in psychology. My career goal is to be a pediatrician and study oncology, the study of cancer. And that's about it.
Awesome. What were some of the struggles that you experienced in high school, Ebony, and how did you move beyond those struggles?
Really staying motivated and keeping myself focused. It can be very challenging in high school, especially when it comes to friends and want to be in sports and involved in different extracurricular activities. But really, when you have a main goal, like wanting to be better for yourself, make money, or just do better for your family, it just kind of keeps you motivated. So that was really what kept me on track.
Self-improvement and accountability and taking care of your family. Those were your motivation to keep moving forward. Why college?
That's a good question.
And I asked that question just so we are clear, not saying that college is not the best option or shouldn't be. I'm asking because a lot of us go to college for different reasons. Some because it's expected of our family, some because friends are leaving home, so I want to leave home too. So I wanted to know why college, because if we're not sure of why college, we may not successfully complete as we should.
Personally, I want to go to college because the way society is moving, a lot of places are requiring you to have a higher education. Like even McDonald's, you have to have a minimum of a high school diploma. So it's just like, I feel like 10, 15 years from now, some places are going to be requiring you to have a minimum of a bachelor's degree. And I mean, I know college is not the only option, but I feel like the way society is moving, it's probably the best option right now.
Thanks. Why college, Tavares?
My college?
Yes.
Well, I mean, other than it was kind of my best option at one time, I chose college because I had a goal, and that goal is what help me strive to at least reach higher education, so that I can get closer to finishing it.
In addition, oh,
And that goal was to get a dream job, a love of a talent that I do.
okay, in addition to earning your college degrees, what are you expecting to gain from your college experience?
Oh, who's gonna go? Somebody else
Anyone
go.
can go.
Okay, I'll go first. Really to like network and get to know people, because I feel like if you meet different people, like say I meet someone that's good in technology and later on in life I need that, that'd be good. So networking and finding lifelong friends, really.
Say connections, of course, but not only connections, you also learn about, let's see, work study programs. You also get work experience in college, if the college allows it. I think most colleges do. And with later grades, depending on what programs you get, internships. So if there's a job you want and you're in the program for it, you can intern at one of the workplaces to gain ins and outs and more work experience.
Also, I think you kind of find yourself in college. Like high school, you just kind of go through the motions. But in college, it's like you enter the real adult world and you kind of find yourself, find who different crowds, and really find your true self.
Brianna, you want to add to that?
Well, I really agree with Ebony. I feel like you really establish who you are. You kind of really figure out that, like, this is me when you're in college. And I believe that you just learn new things. You learn you learn new people, and just, I believe it really is with the whole networking and thing like that.
And Tavares, you touch on something, work experience. Please, if your college offer work experience, please take advantage of it. Because sometimes we complete college, and even though we have that college degree, employers are looking for experience. So when the work study is available, please, by all means, take advantage of it. What is your contingency, a plan B? Sometimes we do start out in college and we are not expecting not to complete, but sometimes circumstances beyond our control may put a delay. What is your plan B? Or do you have a plan B?
Oh, I never thought about that.
So plan B works is to fall back on what work I've done in between education and like relaxation time, because I do art and I've been posting my works online, hopefully to gain a following. So if I don't finish college, at least my plan B is that I can fall back what I was doing since towards the ending of high school and go from there.
Rihanna?
My plan B, I would sort of say I kind of completed my plan B. I actually went to college early and graduated with a certification, just in case anything happened when I was in school, that I had my foot already through the door, that I could do something.
Excellent. Now, do you guys have any personal philosophy or value that you intend to use as a guide during your college journey? And I can give an example. Mine was just 3 words: plan, resource, and resilience.
I guess I could say mainly keeping God first
Mhm.
and then trying to stay focused, because I know that the Bible does says that a man's gift makes room for him. So I feel like if I keep God first, he has no choice but to guide me and lead me into the right path. So I have to take.
That's right. Good point.
It
Also,
is like,
oh yeah, go ahead, TK, go ahead.
it is okay to relax once in a while and to just go with the flow. Because yes, you do get a considerable amount of things done if you just take a hold or have control over it. But that can pile up on you. You become stressed, and the quality that you had before getting stressed will just go down. And all those, how do I say it? All those schedules you had won't go as planned if you can't really think quickly and you just go from A, B to C with no breaks. You want to avoid that. Especially so when finishing college, because you need time for your brain to relax so you can rethink and focus on your next subject. This helps when you have to take exams the same day, to take a break after the first exam and then go to your second one.
So you are talking about self-care.
Yeah.
Rihanna?
I agree with TK. I believe self-care is really important, and I realized that in school, if you don't take care of yourself first, you really can't do anything else and be your best potential. So I believe self-care is important, and I believe just asking the Lord to guide your steps is really something important too.
And also adding on to that, I think not being afraid to fail is a very big thing, because I know failure used to hold me back from a lot of things. I used to be scared to fail. I used to be scared to try new things because I wouldn't know how to fall and go through. But now I just try new things because you never know what you might come across. You never know what you might like. You never know what might interest you. So just not being afraid to fail, just going for it.
Failure, it's okay to fail. What's not okay is to give up. Failure pave our success path. For the two high school graduates, what advice would you give to our upcoming high school students?
Utilize your access, your resources, your opportunities. There's guidance counselors, there's teachers out there willing to help, there's administrators, you know. Also participate. Don't be one of those introverted people, you know, get to know people, go do National Honor Society, do student government. It looks good when you get ready to apply to colleges. Also know that your GPA and your test scores aren't always everything. They don't define you as a person. I used to like throughout my whole high school, my grades were the most important thing to me. Like I kept that at the forefront of my mind. But like now that I'm thinking back, it's just like, I wish I would have worked on different skills outside of academics, you know, like getting an actual job, preparing for the real world. So test scores and GPAs aren't everything.
There must, in everything we do, you're right, Ebony, there must be a balance. Just
Yes.
as long as there's no C's on the report card, I agree with you 100%, without the C, right?
Yes.
Rihanna?
I believe, because you know you're already gonna have friends in school. Believe surround yourself with the right people, people that motivate you. There, like Ebony said, there are staffs, there are administration that really do care and want to see you go places. But also have fun, because I was the same way. My grades were important. Like my GPA dropped, it was the world to me. So I mean, actually have fun, enjoy your high school experience. When it's done, you're gonna miss it, honestly, because I kind of do. But enjoy yourself and, you know, just enjoy those moments.
Yeah, we have a few more minutes. And Tavares, what advice would you give to, you kind of touch on some things, but what advice would you give to Ebony and Rihanna starting out in college? This is their first year in college and you have been there for 2.
Well, yeah, of course, make sure you're prepared. Let's see. Make sure you also find where your classes are, depending on what you take. It's okay to take time to get used to your surroundings. Of course. Let's see. Talk to the ones that have, at least, yeah, talk to the juniors and seniors of the college you're going to. Because one thing I've learned is talking to the students is one of the great ways to know what to do to plan forward. So you won't miss out on the chance. I believe one of my friends did say, ask the students, not the advisors, because the advisors can get some things wrong. So asking a student that went through that and tell you what to avoid helps a lot. And before you go and buy books, check to see if your class actually needs the book.
Yeah, I just had that experience.
Because sometimes they do not need the book. You literally just need to sit down and just either take notes. Yeah, take notes and like do whatever quizzes, assignments you're given. And that's about it. Oh, also self-care. Remember to self-care. Now that's it.
So now to Mrs. Andrea and Mrs. Singh. What would you like to say to our students?
The ones who are attending, going to college now, all 5 of them going to college, all right?
Right.
Well, as TK said, it's a very important point. Do not buy books if you don't need it. So I would say go to the class first, see if they need it or not before they go out and spend money for buying a book that they really don't need. Because when I was going to college, we really buy some books that we really need, Andrea.
We sure did.
And
I
you know,
just did that.
and so you know, it's a good thing to do that. Make sure you don't buy the things before you really make sure you need it or not. And then to be on time, to stay focused, you know, and to ask the people who are ahead of you questions. And don't be shy, you know, and thinking you're asking a stupid question, because no question is stupid or, you know, doesn't make no sense. You gotta ask and find your way around, you know, feel people out and look around your surroundings. Make sure your surrounding is safe, because everybody who are in college are good people, you know. Some of them are in college are evil, so you have to make sure that you spy them out, get to know them, and, you know, dress appropriately, be on time, eat your breakfast, because breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It will help the oxygen flow to your brain and the blood flow to your brain, and you will think and be able to do your work better when you eat a healthy breakfast. Don't eat starchy food, because starchy food make you go to sleep. So you have to eat like fruits, you know, in the morning time, drink your milk, hot cereal or a cold cereal, but stay away from pancake and biscuits and burger and all that. Those things make you go to sleep in the mornings, okay? And if you need help, don't afraid to ask. Open your mouth and ask for help.
Thank you for such encouragement, Mrs. Fennell.
Well, my suggestion to the new ones that are just starting the first year off to college, keep God at the forefront of everything that you do. Jesus plus education is a plus. And I know that each and every one of you can do it. If you fail, failure is okay, just get back up. And I'm very proud of each and every one of you. And I know that you guys are going to do well. Okay, that's it for me.
And my final thoughts is keep focused. Never lose focus of your goal. You must be determined, determination. You should be determined to work hard regardless of your obstacles. And I'm going to use Pastor Young quote again. Only in the dictionary does success comes before work. Be consistent. You must be consistent and be resilient.
Yes.
You must be prepared that whatever the obstacles are, you must be prepared to regroup, rejuvenate yourself, and start over again.
Exactly.
And I can't remember it word for word, but I learned something in Sunday school one Sunday, is that you choose friends, and I'm not quoting, I'm paraphrasing because I can't remember. Choose 3 kinds of friends. I know it's 4 from Sunday school. Choose your friends who will encourage you, who will support you, and who will thrive with you. So when your friends see you slacking off in school, not completing your assignment, they should be encouraging you. Come Ebony, come Tavares, come Rihanna. We do need to get this done. And I'm going to leave you guys with Proverbs 3, my favorite scripture, the one that guides me every day. Proverbs 3, verse 5 and 6, and I'm sure you guys know what that says. We're running out of time. And also, wherever you go, remember where you're coming from. Remember your roots. Remember how you was raised. Remember what you were taught in church and in Sunday school. And take the name of Jesus with you. Until next week, thank you for tuning in.
Let me say something real quick. Right, when they were in church, they say the words up front of them, focus on Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
They had to focus on Jesus. And remember the word that said, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all of the things will be adding unto you. So you focus on Jesus, seek him first, and everything that you need in life, God will give it to you. Because I have an example. It's a reality. This young man was going to church here in Avon Park, went off to college with Alicia and them in FAMU, and he went and got in the wrong crowd, start doing drugs, and forget about his background, his church background, his spiritual background, put God aside, and he ended up failing school. And he's around here in Avon Park. I don't know what he's doing to himself. So seek ye first, stay focused, always do what's right, and God will direct your path.
Yes, and he shall direct each and every part. Yes.
And thank each of you for participating, and keep thriving.
Okay.
Success is a journey, so is life is a journey. We never stop learning, and you will continue to learn, and you do have the capacity and the capability of doing so.